All right, welcome to another wonderful day at Keen Ramp's World Headquarters. It's Corey Keen and Dylan Whitkin.
I shouldn't hit Tony Hawk's ramp, right?
No, don't hit Tony's, not the Birdman. So today, we got a bunch of stuff going on. We got some stuff we're building for the Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards. We got some stuff we're building for a Kids' Choice Awards side project. We got some ramps we're building for Huff. That's what this is. That's why Dylan's here. And then we're also supporting, I think, a dozen other Go Skate Day activations. And so we're doing a bunch of stuff Thursday through Saturday and even some Sunday pickups and other things. But yeah, we're supporting a total of like 12 different Go Skateboarding Day functions. But the big ones is the Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards, because we're doing this side activation at the Santa Monica Pier, and then we're also doing the award show itself. Tony Hawk's gonna do a 30-second routine, and I got to go to his warehouse on Thursday so he can test it and figure out his routine, and then Friday we're loading in at the studio where it's being filmed. For this Huff event, we got this dumpster, and that is our dumpster that we made skatable for Red Bull for the San Francisco Twin Peaks event. So Huff is doing this because Keith Huffnagel had a really iconic photo where there was like a sheet of ply on each side of a dumpster. It was kind of a smaller one, and he's just snapping a big old ollie across it. But just for the sake of the times and getting a little gnarlier, we're doing a larger dumpster, and we're doing actual ramps. As much as I would love to just, stick a sheet of 3/4 board as against a dumpster and call it a launch, a bunch of dudes hitting that over and over in an event setting isn't really going to work out. So we made these. I made the profiles thin and made it kind of hollow underneath to be sort of a designy callback, or to pay homage to just the fact that Huff did it with just that sheet of ply. Probably put a bunch of milk crates and stuff under these to make them appear like they're a little more propped up. So we have this bump. C is this wedge that we already have. We're just gonna paint it white, and the outside quarters are just gonna be white as well. E and F, those are gonna be raw plywood. So this one, this is the one that Dylan skated not only here in the driveway when he was doing our prototype testing for that Red Bull event, he also skated it in San Francisco.
Francisco.
And then this is gonna be on the other side of it. So this will be like that. We gotta put another layer. It's just got one layer, 3/8 right now.
And this is where you land your tricks.
It'll be like a nice bump to bump, like going off of that. I think the dumpster is like 6 feet. So you'll be able to get this like gap here. And then you'll also be able to hit the dumpster, but then not have to have all the impact of hitting the ground. You can go back into like this nice mellow ramp. Dylan's here because I don't really feel all that confident about the specs. I kind of went off of, the request of having it look like that Huff photo.
It's gonna be good. I think it's good just by the looks of it. Keen ramps.
I don't feel that confident about it, actually. Like,
I know you don't, but I think it's gonna be really fun.
Okay.
Because this, it's like a pretty harsh pop over just the flat, but when you have this much of a landing, it's gonna feel fun. Maybe people aren't gonna be fucking tray flipping it, but sometimes that's boring anyways. You know? Like sometimes you want to see people just doing ollies, and then someone does a really good kickflip, like at Hellbomb when Grayson fucking kickflipped the thing. That was the sickest thing. It was like a kickflip, True. You didn't need a tray flip.
Okay. I appreciate your optimism. So yeah, I gotta create some legs for this so it can stand. Yeah, we need some kind of extra layer of sheeting. We might not do the pretty one that's gonna be the final, but we'll just throw something on here real quick. And then we're gonna have Dylan haul ass down the driveway and hopefully see an ollie over a dumpster. This kind of drives me crazy. Yeah, just seeing the mix match material on
I think it's fucking badass.
On like the new sides, all this fresh ply, and then just like bleh.
This looks good. This looks really good.
Are you being sarcastic?
Look at this teamwork right here.
Thanks.
This is fucking gnarly right here.
I told you.
Going into the sun, like.
Dude, that's me.
You feel like it needs a plate?
Yeah, I think it's if I'm going fast, it's like this crack is kind of like.
Yeah, a little harsh.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, I'd say that'll do it. You ever just like listen to Lenny Kravitz? Pretty excited about all in this. I had a pretty big lunch. I had a hot dog bowl for lunch. It's like a burrito bowl, but it's like a bunch of chopped up hot dogs in a big old bread bowl. Yeah? Damn.
That's just to hold it for
Too fucking easy. Too fucking easy. Working with keen ramps, too fucking easy. Corey, ramp strong?
Strong. Jump on it.
Ramp strong.
Yeah, just kind of roll off into it and try to exaggerate how much pressure you're putting on the
I'm
landing.
gonna get hit by a fucking truck right now. You think I'm gonna get pancaked by a drunk dump truck driver?
Solid. I added these 2x4s on edge for that additional sheer strength. I think they did a great job.
Tiny Dinky Daffy.
Is it weird not having someone to bounce your banter off of right now?
A little bit. Yeah, I feel like I'm by myself.
You can bounce off me.
Easy.
That
Easy.
was sick. All right, I feel really good about that scenario. That wedge with that one.
Just after that one try.
That was great. Yeah. Dude, that was smooth.
It's like you have to go so fast for this because it's fucking like this. I just went. They can like really gauge the speed.
Yeah.
But this, I might fucking like the good thing about pushing the ramp back a little bit is like I'll just go really fast.
Okay.
In worst case, I catch the end, or I like have to kick out and then fucking run it out. But
yeah, I'm kind of looking at the trajectory. Like this is, I think, a 35-degree angle, and it's like I feel like if this is the peak of your ollie, like maybe 2.5 feet.
I mean, I think you'd probably fucking ollie like this fucking high, you know, if you were like getting into it, you know.
True.
Like I think dudes are gonna be boosting. It would be amazing if it was on a slight downhill.
You got scared.
Dude, I didn't have the speed it felt like.
Wow.
I mean, you're cooking at it, but like the ramp is big, so you don't want to lose all your speed going up the ramp, you know? Really fast. Damn.
Dude, you went to flat.
Yeah.
How did that feel?
I mean, it's a booster. I just wish that it was one of those things where I really didn't want to not go far enough.
Okay.
So I just went extra. Because that was the worst case, is I still caught ramp.
How do you feel about the steepness of that though? Is it too steep?
I have to land the ollie to like, that was just like too out of control to be able to, you know, feel what it's actually going to be like. The old pressure pop, you know?
It kind of seems like that.
I think you can snap. It's just,
I mean, even without like a gnarly snap, he got so high. Like, look how high he got.
that's pretty sick.
Like, you're like 3.5 feet above it.
Insane.
Shit. It's really fun. Like this is the most fun I think you can have, just like doing ollies, you know what I mean? It's pretty gnarly. So once you start adding stuff into it, it's pretty scary. I don't really have the will to be like, I'm gonna kickflip this or tray flip it.
Nor would
you know?
I really want you to right
Yeah,
now.
no, for sure. But I'm saying like even in a contest, I'd be like, I'm gonna watch these kids fucking
Yeah.
get after it.
I think
but,
there'll be somebody that like wants the recognition,
And
wants their little like moment of fame, and like.
and they'll probably tray flip it. Front side flip. I mean,
Yeah.
DeCenzo, if he were there, he'd fucking front side flip.
Okay, so I'm glad that I like saw it in action. I know that it works. Thank you for that.
Of course.
Dude, you were up there.
Yeah, it's fun.
Like at least 3.5 feet
I
up.
thought you would only get like 2.5 or so. There was some. You were probably a good 3.5, 4. And
That's what I was saying. I was like, if you look at it, it's like, if you're just like fucking early grabbing, you'd probably get like a couple feet.
yeah.
You know?
Yeah, testing session is over. Dylan's gonna go pick up his kid. Then I'm gonna pay him a couple grand for his appearance here, and then
A couple? That's it?
yeah,
That's what we're down to?
And then we'll see you Friday at the contest?
yeah.
Yeah. You say that to the audience. We'll see you Friday.
Oh, I thought you were asking me. I'm
No.
like, yeah, you're gonna.
I'm feeding you lines.
Oh, got it.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, and we'll see you Friday. Be there, be square, Huff, downtown LA, worldwide. We're out.